welcome back to the episode of Stories of Horror. Another episode we dive into the mysteries and the unknowns of the world. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Without further ado, hit the intro. Greetings, I am your host, the Arsenal Llewellyn Butler, aka the Llewellyn Butler, the co-creator of New Genesis, and welcome to episode 13 of Stories of Horror. Last episode we talked about the Bloody Mary thing and went through the history of that. This episode we're doing through the history again, and we're talking about the story, the real story of Annabelle. You've probably seen it multiple times. You've seen the movies of Annabelle, Annabelle Creation, Annabelle Come Home, The Conjuring universe, and all those great movies. They're pretty good. But we're going to go through the real life story of Annabelle. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The origin of the Annabelle doll took place back in 1971. A mother purchased a Raggedy Ann doll for her daughter, Donna, who was a 28-year-old nurse. When Donna brought the doll home, she noticed a lot of strange things occurring. Donna and her roommate, Angie, claimed the doll used to appear in different rooms, even though no one placed it there. The doll was found in many positions. They seen it with his arms crossed, in chairs, and then sometimes they seen the dog standing on his own feet, leaning against chairs. So the doll was purchased from a hobby store, basically like a little craft store or something like that. So I don't know exactly if someone like tampered with the doll or did something, or what made it get this bad mojo with it, or how it came about. But going on through the story, I knew about the Annabelle story, like just like the summary of it, but like from detail to detail of like everything, I didn't know fully about it. So I don't know if someone maybe made the doll and they're looking to do some type of voodoo thing or trying to curse someone or something, but the doll had some bad mojo to it. This is based off the story that Donna and Angie gave. The movie tried to get a depiction of it, but they always exaggerate things and they like switch some stuff around. But this is a story based off of what Ed and Lorraine said that Donna and Angie told them, and the roommates and them told them and stuff like that when he was building up the case about the Annabelle doll. So I don't know if someone maybe could have tampered with it or what happened with it, but the doll had some type of bad, like type of spirit with it or something. Donna also claimed that she used to see notes written in a childlike way around her home. The messages read, "Help me," and "Help Lou." Lou was Angie's fiance who was staying with them at the time. The paper the message was written on was parchment paper, and Donna claims she never had any of that paper in her home, so that would freak her out the most because she don't know where it came from. So it's kind of crazy, because you like when you see like some of the stuff like that, you'll think that probably if you was living in that time, or you was like living with them or using their shoes, you probably think someone's playing a prank on you. You probably say like, okay, they're writing these notes on here, playing a prank on me, and moving the doll in different spots, kind of creep me out a little bit. But them like being freaked out, everybody being freaked out in the house, and knowing it wasn't a prank, like it happening, and then they seeing like how the name was written on the paper and stuff of Lou, and then the paper that was written on like that old parchment like paper. She didn't have any of that in her home, like that kind of freaked them out a little bit and made it like creepy like. But if you like reading the story from afar and you like just picturing it, it can sound like a prank. But I guess it was more than a prank. It was something else, like some type of presence there that was disturbing them. The turning point for Donna is when she's seen blood on the doll's hand. According to Ed and Lorraine Warren, the demonologist experts, they claim that Donna seen blood on the doll hands and 3 dots on the doll chest. Now, sometimes you hear things about like the 3 knocks that people be hearing when they see like ghosts and stuff, like the 3 knocks of death. And I don't know if the 3 dots have any correlation to 3 knocks like that being like a semblance of something like evil, or saying like the 3 knocks of death or something like that. I don't know if they have any correlation. I thought that was like a thing to point out. You guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think. But yeah, it's kind of crazy to come home from work and see a doll with blood on their hands. If no one's home either, if everybody's left the house and everybody was gone and kind of prank, and like you see blood on it, I think they think it was blood with some red substance. I don't know if it was blood or not. Ed and Lorraine Warren and Donna said it was blood. We wasn't there, so we can't really depict if it was blood or not. But that's kind of crazy to come home to that and you see that on the doll's hand, and the doll already moving around different places mysteriously, and you saying that you got nobody moved it, and you saying that you're seeing notes and no one written. It was like in a childlike way, and people, if it's playing a prank on you, you don't know if it's real or not. So that was kind of a turning point for Donna, which led her to do what she did next. After this event, Donna contacted a medium to help. For 6 weeks, the medium monitored paranormal activity. The medium held a seance and introduced the roommates to the spirit. It is claimed that there was a 7-year-old girl who died in the area that their apartment complex was built on. The information also claims that Donna and Angie permitted the spirit, who they thought was Annabelle, to stay with them and possess the doll. I never know why people always like try to mess with things they understand. You know, the medium was trying to do a seance to get them to introduce them to the spirit, but sometimes that stuff can lead um, down a bad path, a bad way like that. I guess they didn't watch any scary movies back then or something. You already know that always in the bad way. You're trying to contact something on the other side, forces you to understand and stuff. So he maybe he should have waited. Maybe the medium should have waited and contacted somebody else that knew more about it. But them permitting the spirit, which they thought was Annabelle, thought it was a girl like that, to stay with them and be with them was kind of a bad idea. Like that's like inviting a vampire in, like in your house, in your home, like that. So I don't know what fully happened. That was just a description detail. I was researching and looking up the stuff about what happened when she contacted the medium, what they did and stuff, and how the doll, how kind of attachment came like to the doll and like to like the Raggedy Ann doll and stuff like that, and how it came about and the story came about. So that's what I got from researching. But the next part of the story gets even crazier. There was also reported or claimed attacks that happened involving the doll. Lou, the fiance of Angie, claimed that he was strangled by the doll. He wasn't the biggest fan of the doll. He thought and swore it was evil. One night he woke up and stated that he was unable to move. He seen the doll at his feet, and he stated the doll began to strangle him until he passed out. He woke up the next morning and was certain it wasn't a dream, and was certain that the doll was actually there strangling him. It was also another claim that Lou suffered like 3 scratches. He said he went to the kitchen and the doll was there in the kitchen and something happened. He said the lights went out. He said he like seen 3 scratch marks on his chest that healed up quickly, like in a couple of days. I don't know how accurate that stuff is or some things are, but I think it could have been sleep paralysis. We do hear a lot of stories about sleep paralysis, and remember like the stories about they're saying like how pregnant women, when they're pregnant, they see like a little like almost like a shadow like thing or something sitting on their stomach, and like next to them or something, like sleep paralysis, kind of like demon or something. I don't know exactly, but sleep paralysis, people have some stories, a lot of stories about seeing different things or seeing stuff happen to them and thinking that it actually happened in real time. Sometimes sleep paralysis, you kind of you're in a state where you're woke, but your brain is still kind of like your body not woke, your body not activated yet, like that. Your eyes are open, but your body not activated. So I don't know if the things you're seeing may be real or the things you're seeing are some like dreamlike thing from your brain, like that. So I don't really know fully about sleep paralysis. So you guys let me know in the comment section if you guys know. I'm gonna research more about that, but I feel like you kind of I had sleep paralysis before a couple times, but I wasn't scared. Nothing happened to me. I was just like looking at the TV screen, and then eventually I woke up and I was able to get up like that. It only lasted for a little bit. Some people say they've seen like people come to them, or they've seen like shadow figures and shadow people like walk up to them and like, you know, grab them or touch them or something, or something sitting there next to their stomach when they was pregnant. So we're seeing a lot of different stories about sleep paralysis. So let me know in the comment section if you guys had a crazy sleep paralysis. But let's move on to the next part of the story. According to the Annabelle true story, after the demon that was attached to the doll inflicted physical harm upon Donna's roommate's fiance Lou, it was then that Donna, the doll owner, came to realization that the spirit might not be all that innocent. Donna contacted a priest named Father Hegan, who contacted a superior, Father Cook, who immediately got in touch with paranormal researchers Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens convinced Father Cook to perform an exorcism on the apartment in order to cleanse the home. He also blessed the individuals who was there at Donna's request. The Warrens took the Raggedy Ann doll with them when they departed and has been in their possession ever since. Now there's one story that ties to like a murder that happened, as people say, involving Annabelle doll. One that people talk about, you probably heard before, the motorcycle story, about the boy who went there. He was like, he went to the cult museum, seeing the stuff. He was tormenting and messing with the doll and stuff like that, touching it and messing the stuff up, just being crazy and like messing with stuff and like kind of like taunting it and stuff, thinking it's not real and anything won't happen to him. And they think they removed him from the museum. And they said when he was riding on his way home, the motorcycle, he said that his girlfriend said that they thought they saw the doll in their mirror like that and crashed. He crashed, he died, but she was still alive. So it's like, I don't know what kind of coincidence is that. He messed with a demonic doll and then he dies in the motorcycle crash, and his girlfriend still lives, but he dies. So I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but that's why you don't mess with stuff you understand, you know. If somebody says something is evil, has some evil presence to it, you know, leave that stuff alone like that. But I thought it was a good story to share with you guys. You probably seen it before if you watched those videos. I believe it's Ed and Lorraine's, I don't know if it's like their nephew or cousin or something, but he be doing like museum tours and stuff. And there's actually some footage of them like transferring the doll from one case to another. They say they put some holy water on it and they try to like transfer. They say they pray over the area a lot. I think like it was twice a day or some crazy amount to make sure like nothing like evil like start roaming or something. But here's the footage right here.
Open up the case. You're gonna quickly, Dan. I mean quick. Grab it and put it in. And just close it up fast. Close it up quick. That's good, Dan. That's good. That's all right. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother.
That's all I got for you guys today on this episode of Stories of Horror. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Tune in next Friday. I don't have no idea what the episode gonna be by next Friday. I have a lot of things on my list and topics. I haven't went through and picked one, so I'm gonna probably do like a random thing and surprise myself and then research it if I don't know about it and write some stuff out if I do know about it like that. But yeah, we're gonna discuss those topics. Next week it'll be something. I'm trying to think. Maybe we could do. I know I had Bigfoot on the list. I had Abominable Snowman on the list. I had the Loch Ness monster. I had some stuff like that. Some mystical like creatures that people think are still alive. I might go to that like later down the line or something. But I think it's something to do next Friday for you guys. But stay tuned in and thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.